Hi, I'm Stevie. This painting is called Rhiannon, and it's named after a song off of the self-titled Fleetwood Mac album from 1975. Came right after Rumors. And there's a lot of information on this song, so I'll probably leave most of it out and I'll butcher the rest. It's based on a character that Stevie Nicks discovered from a book by someone named Mary Bartlett Leader. The book is from 1973. It's from a trilogy about this so-called goddess or a witch. And so Rhiannon was this Welsh witch that possessed this woman and would take away pain and suffering by lifting her into the sky or something like that. That's why in the song she says she takes to the sky like a bird in flight. But any depiction I've ever seen of this Rhiannon, she's always on a horse. And since she's talking about taking to the sky in flight, well, I just added wings to her, kind of like an angel, which fits well with the Stevie Nicks imagery. So Stevie had all this interest in this mystical stuff and wrote a song about it. And it happened to be written around Halloween, whatever year that was, which that's kind of weird too.
So all this mysticism is often perceived as dangerous because of the potential spiritual manipulation and exploitation and other sins.
And she's often been tied to stuff like that, which she might have been, I don't know. They used to call her a witch, which she always denied, but who knows? Rock stars never lie, right? And a lot of it was because of how she dressed, but I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, it's Stevie Nicks, right? I always observe this from a very skeptical mindset, and I try in my power to abstain from evil. But the painting was a thrill. Getting closer to that angular approach, the edges were applied very sharp, and the wings of the horse provided several places to distribute them all over the design. You can't really tell from the composition if she's really in flight or if she is, like, how high. I made the shape of the horse's head kind of prominent, but not so much the rest of the body. The rest of it was the feathers of the wings and Rhiannon's face. I guess if you're familiar with the song, it'll match with whatever's in your mind, at least I hope. I used a purple palette, obviously, a few blue accents to imply the sky, and purple's a very popular color and very royal, but to me it's also very mysterious, so I thought it fit well with this piece. Some people call it violet, so purple or violet. The two are very interchangeable depending on the setting and the lighting in various environments. It may even look indigo if you really want to examine it. It's like if red and blue went out back and produced a child. You might get any variation of those shades, and sort of grazed in different part with a pinkish hue in there.
A pinkish hue?
All in all, a very fun piece that had a resemblance to ancient times of Roman mythology, which all sort of weaves together with the beauty of Stevie Nicks' magical and incomparable voice.